are requested to rise and salute at the first note of US national anthem and cut the salute at the last note of Indian national anthem.
Of the need for such cooperation that we saw this horrific earthquake in Myanmar a week ago. And so I think it underscores the need for our two militaries to be prepared, to be interoperable, and to be experienced in working together to help solve humanitarian crises here in the region and perhaps throughout the world. I understand yesterday a United States C-130 transport aircraft arrived and transloaded cargo to an Indian C-130, speaking about interoperability, and that the Indian aircraft then took that cargo onward to its destination. So just another example of the kind of logistical cooperation that enables us to work together for humanitarian crises. So this is a great start, and I know that the exercise will play out over 2 weeks. I look forward to seeing and hearing the results. I can assure you that as our leaders have already met in Washington and are prepared again to meet later this year, that the defense relationship, this major defense partnership that India enjoys with the United States has never been more robust, and that the opportunities for growing that partnership are there before us. And I know my political leadership is very interested in making sure that the U.S.-India defense relationship gets only stronger, only deeper as we work together. So thank you for all that you are about to do in these exercises. Thank you to our host, Admiral Saxena. It's great to meet you today and your leadership. And thank you for this opportunity to kickstart what should be an excellent exercise, Tiger Triumph 2025. Thank you very much.
On behalf of all of us, I thank the captain and crew for hosting us today. To all of you distinguished flag officers, ladies, members of the media, officers and personnel of the Armed Forces of the United States of America and the Republic of India, Namaste. And a particularly warm welcome to Visakhapatnam, to all our American friends and outstation visitors. It is with a great sense of honor and optimism that I stand before you today to inaugurate the 4th edition of Exercise Tiger Triumph, a testament to the tremendous bond between our great nations, the world's oldest and the world's largest democracies. This exercise, uniting our navies, Marine Corps, armies, and air forces, is just not about military coordination or collaboration. It is a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience, a celebration of shared values that define us as democratic, secular, pluralistic societies. Let me begin by echoing the words of two visionary leaders who championed this partnership. On February 13th, earlier this year, during his visit to Washington, D.C., Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the partnership between India and the United States strengthens democracy, and strengthens democratic values and systems. We will work together to enhance peace, stability, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific. These words remind us of our collaboration transcends boundaries and uniforms. It is about building a better world, a world rooted in trust and mutual respect. Likewise, President Donald Trump, speaking on the same occasion, affirmed that the ties between our two nations are grounded on our common values and our shared commitment to democracy. Exercise Tiger Triumph is about turning shared resources into shared triumphs. Since its inception in 2019, it has grown in scale and complexity, reflecting the deepening trust between our nation and our armed forces. We are forging interoperability, enhancing capability building, and reinforcing our role as a force for the global good. This is more than about military readiness. It is about standing shoulder to shoulder in times of crisis to extend a hand of compassion when disaster strikes. And disaster does strike. Make no mistake of that, as we have seen across Southeast Asia just this last weekend. Disasters leaving communities in despair. The need to develop HADR capabilities has never been more urgent. Globally, wildfires, earthquakes, tsunamis remind us that nature's fury knows no boundaries. These are real-world incidents and not distant memories. This is the clarion call to action, and Exercise Tiger Triumph is our answer to that call. While I am certain that the exercise will be executed with precision as capability meets coordination, I would like to leave a thought with all participating forces. Our success is not going to be defined by the alignment of our tactics, but rather be defined by the alignment of our spirits to a common purpose. Every drill, every simulation, every handshake strengthens the trust between our nations, proving that our combined strength is more than the sum of its parts. I'm reminded of a most memorable year that I had at the U.S. Naval War College at Newport, Rhode Island. I was in the class of 2011, and that year while visiting the Pentagon, the CNO was Admiral Gary Ruffhead, and he said that in times of crisis, we can search anything. We can search people, we can search platforms, we can search money, but you cannot search trust. That is what we have to build in the here and the now. Prime Minister Modi also, during his most recent visit to the United States, spoke about trust, using it as an acronym for transforming relationships utilizing strategic technology. So what fuels trust? What fuels trust? It's a shared values of democratic, secular, pluralistic society, values that our armed forces represent with honor. In India, our constitution begins with we the people, just as it does in the United States Constitution. And these are not words of ink on paper. These are the heartbeats of our nation, pulsating through every citizen by the daily efforts of every man and woman in uniform and other patriots. They remind us that our mission is not to defend borders, not just to defend borders, but to uphold freedom and protect dignity and champion justice. Here in Tiger Triumph, we see those values in action, the courage to face the unknown, the compassion to aid the vulnerable, and the resolve to stand united as beacons of democracy in a turbulent world. To the brave men and women of our armed forces, I say this, that you are the torchbearers of this partnership. Your sweat, your discipline, your unwavering commitment are the threads that weave our nations together. You are just not soldiers, sailors, marine, or airmen. You are the ambassadors of trust, the architects of resilience, and the guardians of our shared future.
హాయ్ వ్యూయర్స్, వైజాగ్ విజన్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. మా ఛానల్ అందిస్తున్న జాతీయ అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయి వార్తా విశేషాలు నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తున్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ ని క్లిక్ చేయండి.